My name is Lynn Taylor, and I'm an attorney at Woodruff, Johnson & Palermo. Today, I'm going to be discussing what happens if you're terminated by your employer while you're on workers' compensation. The bad news, you've just been injured at work. What's worse, you've just been terminated by your employer. Employees are commonly under the misconception that while receiving workers' compensation benefits, they cannot be terminated by their employer. Unfortunately, this is not true. Illinois is an at-will state, which means that you can be terminated by your employer at any time for any reason, so long as it is not prohibited by law. So what does this mean for workers' compensation? First, it's important to note your employer cannot terminate you because you filed a workers' compensation claim. This is considered retaliation and is strictly prohibited by the statute. However, unless you are protected through an employment contract or protected by FMLA, your employer can terminate you while you are on workers' compensation. In the event you are terminated by your employer, how does this affect your entitlement to benefits? For the most part, your entitlement to benefits remains the same, regardless of whether you're fired through no fault of your own, for misconduct, or for violation of company policies. So long as you continue to be on restrictions from your doctor or off work, your employer is required to pay 2/3 of your average weekly wage on a weekly basis. Your employer is also required to continue paying 100% of your medical benefits until you are released from your doctor's care. The law is designed to help employees injured at work recover from these injuries with the assistance of their employer. An employee is entitled to benefits because of the fact they were injured at work and not because of their continued status as an employee. If employers were permitted to stop paying benefits as soon as an employee was no longer a part of the company, this potentially would give employers motivation to find reasons to terminate injured employees so as to escape their financial liabilities. While the Workers' Compensation Act doesn't necessarily prevent your employer from terminating you, it still does protect your benefits in the event that occurs. What happens if you resign, accept other employment, or decide to quit your job? If your employer is accommodating your restrictions or paying you the weekly wage while off work, your employer is no longer required to pay those benefits. However, your employer still is required to pay 100% of your medical benefits until you're released from your doctor's care. If you've been injured at work, contact us at Woodruff, Johnson & Palermo, toll-free at 866-891-9211. We can discuss what we can do for you to ensure your benefits are protected.